Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Vice President of Distributor Recognition, Ron Reynolds.
This has got to be the right place, right? Okay, what's the agenda? Rising stars. What the heck is a rising star? First of all, it's a distributor who starts to get serious, who becomes an advisor, who becomes a silver, who becomes a gold, who becomes a 3-star, and through that whole process, which could take many months, could take many years. Through that process, you gather up enough experience to where your check begins to grow, your self-confidence begins to grow, and you begin to see things you've never seen before, feel things you've never felt before because you know things you never knew before. That makes sense? And if you stay at it for a while, don't put any self-imposed limitations on yourself, like what's wrong with me. Then your phone will ring one day, and you'll be informed that at the next success school you're going to be a rising star. That's the way it works. You're going to hear from 6 of them throughout the course of today and tomorrow. 2 this morning, 2 later this afternoon, and 2 tomorrow. One thing to keep in mind here: each one is just like you. They've experienced the same frustrations, the same rejections, some of the same disappointments, but they stayed at it. And their phone rang. Some of them are wearing a big pin, some of them wearing a small pin. So let's bring out the first one, who began in 2014 on March 5th. So that's about what, a little over 2 years? They're wearing a 9-star emerald pin. Now, how do you know? They are from Lexington. Help me welcome here to, at Success School, Kari and Matthew
right where our team's sitting right now. And my husband looked at me and said, we'll be up on that stage one day. And here we are, standing here as rising stars. We will forever be grateful. I have to say some thank yous. I want to thank the Regas family and to corporate for always treating us like we're family, and for always cheering us on. And to every single mentor, our entire upline and the cross line, that has offered us words of support and encouragement, thank you. And our amazing team that are here, thank you for seeing a bigger picture and for locking arms with us. Thank you. I'm going to take you back to September of 2013. I was a tired mama of these two sweet boys, Lucas and Jackson. I was a full-time emergency room nurse working long 12-hour shifts. I picked up overtime and I had a second job to make ends meet. And on top of all of that, I was in school full-time to get my doctorate degree and to be a pediatric nurse practitioner. Needless to say, I was mentally and physically exhausted. And I had become very comfortable with being unhealthy. My very best friend wanted me to do this 24-day challenge with her and get skinny together. I told her I had to do research first, but what I really had to research was our bank account. My very best friend in the whole world, Kelly, she didn't know that we lived paycheck to paycheck, because to everybody else, we had 2 cars, we had a nice home, and we had really good jobs. But inside of our 4 walls, we were struggling. I had just gotten paid from our student loans, which I do not recommend. We were living off of them. And I bought a challenge. I had excellent results, and I went on in 4 months to lose 30 pounds, and I went from a size 10 to a size 4. In early spring of 2014, we received a paycheck from AdvoCare. It was a Wednesday morning, that we needed 2 necessities that you would think parents could afford with our jobs: diapers and milk. When we had that paycheck from AdvoCare, I just thank God for that. I didn't know how we got it. I didn't know there was a business, but 2 weeks later, we got another check. And I'm like a dog with a bone when it came to income with their family, so I ran with it. In our first year with AdvoCare, we matched my husband's salary, working night shift weekends as an emergency medical technician. He missed family gatherings, church, birthday parties, things that all mattered to us. And we matched his salary doing something we loved. In January of 2015, I walked into AdvoNation as a silver leader, and I took 7 champions with me. And I heard story after story walk across this stage, just like the one you're hearing today. And I left there feeling like I could conquer the world. So I came home like any excited wife would, and I would not shut up talking about AdvoCare to my husband. And it was then that he saw something big was about to happen.
Yeah, you know, AdvoCare came to us in a time that we really needed something positive in our life. It was a time, we were really struggling. We kind of live in a lot of negative worlds, and everything that we needed something really to give us hope. We struggled for so long. Our first 10 years of our marriage was an absolute struggle. But what we knew is we didn't want our next 10 years to be our first. And we knew we needed change with our health, and we needed something with to change in our health and our finances as well. So we got on product. We loved how we were feeling, And that positive energy that we got from that and from our further training subsequently at No Limits. And we just went after it. We were all in after that. And we went after it sharing our positive attitude and our positive feeling with all of our teammates and everyone that we possibly can. With that, we've been able to come up. My wife came home this year from a full-time job. I have the ability to choose whether I wanted to practice as an RN. I just graduated. Thank you. Thank you all, and God bless.
Thank you.
Imagine that. Young couple in the state of Kentucky.